Recommend?
Okay, we have hot mic. All right. So last I remember, we had come down to what turned out to be this weird secret dungeon with all these really buff imp dudes with buckets on their heads that have been apparently kidnapping people and are really into telepathy. Uh, they finally started talking to us in this last room, even if it was just the intruders die type shit.
Yeah.
We rescued I think that was supposed to be a dwarf that they were interrogating.
Yes.
Um, and I'm not sure if the fight is still ongoing or whether or not these guys have all been eliminated.
There are two people.
Okay, that is a active. Okay, I saw the restrained on them, so I wasn't sure if that was
Um, wait, yeah, I did without restrained.
sure why they're restrained.
Right. Depending on how the restrained combat would have.
Somebody just drudge just a wrecking ball at the end of. Is there a grapple or something? That's what that is.
Maybe.
Yeah, they're next to Farron. I think Farron had him grappled
Okay.
because they don't have a grapple icon.
Oh, cool. In case it looks like you finish up and then. Hey, I doubt it, but would anyone like to refund?
Sure.
I guess, yeah, I can roll something.
Well, I mean, I like points.
That's true.
Always wants them stump
It's not
points.
like I'm hot. Some points are nice, so I'm not saying can't get much worse. Okay, I don't move at all, and I still get no stun points. So nothing happened.
Yeah. Okay, well, looks like then it is Ash's turn.
Yoki's got the guy in front of him pretty well, given like health bar. Guy that Farron is grabbed.
Is it? What?
Forgot. Oh, I didn't roll.
Okay.
That's just the modifier.
It's like,
That's why I forgot. Okay, that's why I hadn't rolled yet. If you scroll up, I posted a thing at the very end of last session because I had pre-rolled it.
okay. It's like, that's a lot of the same number.
Yeah, that's my bad.
Hmm. Uh, uh, yeah, all of those are different.
Wow,
Yeah.
I liked how they said. I like how they said I finished watching Ranma one half. Yet, I'll say, yet the series. I'll say the series isn't even done. Airing yet.
Well, that just means you're current.
I must. I was wondering. It was like, hey, you finished the series. I was like, what?
Okay. You place into them. Or the have the move count, but you did knock one off and injured another. They should have been at 4, now they're at 3. Because they're grappled, at first I was thinking crit, but that's if they're paralyzed, which they are not. Grappled creature in Yada. Um, grappled creature. Okay, it just can't move, can't benefit. I thought there was more to it.
Nope. You're thinking of restrained. This is the next tier up from grappled. Oh, I think with your feet, don't they become restrained when you grappler?
I don't have the feet for. I don't
Oh,
have
you didn't have the feet. Okay.
that particular. Because I think that's one. I think that's what you're talking about, where it's like you can take an action after you grapple someone to restrain them.
Mm-hmm.
Ilyana, which I believe was guarding the
That's
door.
Ilyana will hold a attack action to make shove attacks if that somehow gets close.
Okay, good. I was like, attack. Oh, shove. Gotcha. Kyoki.
Okay.
You have the barely standing thing in front of you, and then the group that is being grappled with.
So this being grappled with. I'll say, and Ash is fighting this one.
No, Ash is fighting the group that Peregrine is grappling. Make sure they can't
So
progress.
he's ignoring this one right here.
Yeah.
Okay, now just give him a quick shanky shank. Quick question. Like Ash, are we trying to kill these guys? Or are we just trying to disable them?
Trissa stepped away. So if you're doing a melee attack, oh, no, he's back.
If I heard you.
Are we doing? Are we doing a? Are we doing a knock unconscious? Or are we just murdering these people?
Ash has not been holding back, so
All right, fuck it. That's a 28 to hit.
That hits.
With stun points. Yay.
I will tell you right now, your first strike is a killer, if that will affect your set points at all.
There's not much I can do with. Let's see. What can I do?
You could lightning attack and move if you wanted to.
I thought you can you lightning attack if you kill the person who you generated those stun points on?
If I remember correctly, the lightning attack just provides an extra attack, unless I'm
Okay, I thought it
misremembering
had to
this.
be against the same person. Oh, against the same enemy or a different one within range and sight. This guy's not within range.
Okay.
I don't have any weapons that long. Actually,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Skirmish him for fun.
Uh, oh, let's see. Okay. Plus, seize the initiative. No. Okay. I'll go ahead and use. Okay. I'm going to use taunt on this group over here, and so I'm going to use taunt, and I'm going to use setup. So I'm gonna give. Let's see who's next up.
Next would be Farron.
Yeah, Farron. Farron, I'm gonna give you a setup so that you get a +2 bonus to your next attack or ability check of your choice. And I'm also going to use that and taunt. So I'll say my deception versus their insight. If I win, the target suffers a -1 penalty on attack rolls and casting rolls on their next turn.
Versus their insight.
Yeah, my deception versus their insight.
They actually have the insight skill. It did not roll very well.
I mean, that might not either, but always a chance. Or maybe not.
My roll cramp. Oh, almost 3 times there.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, next is Giles. Their group. Roll proper. What's the proper multiplier? If they are trying to escape the grapple, attacking the person grappling them.
Here's the most effective way.
Farron gets hit hit twice and is able to avoid the remaining hits. Yeah, it's hit for some damage. It, uses slash self healing abate a good chunk of the damage, and Sheet, I summon thee. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Right. Oh, sorry. So, sword slash, some knees and kicks, doing in places. Okay. Well, yeah, actually get pointed to see stunt, no stunt, yay stunt. It's amazing how often I actually don't get stunts.
Yeah, rolling with roll 20 dice seems to make it a lot harder to get stunned. Whatever their number generator is seems to have a thing against repeats.
Which is in the quantum generator. I kind of like. I know the generator that also is based off the weather. Yeah, it's based off like moment by moment weather pattern to generate a new seed, which guarantees a natural randomness because it's based off of the weather.
Okay.
Like, that's an idea.
So if my dice suck, it's because a village in Indonesia is, being torrentially downpoured on.
That's not what Roll20 using. They're using the quantum dice roller, but like I think SF uses a die roller that's based off of
Right, which
Yeah.
if using that die roller, then Brian's
Yeah.
example of my dice suck because a village in Indonesia just got wiped out is
yeah.
This is some bullshit. Oh god, that is great. I'll say next time we're getting our ass kicked, it means a starving village in Africa is dealing with a drought. It's like, God damn it, California, get your fucking weather straight. I lost because of Florida.
Yeah. He's able to batter them enough down for one more to fall. It could help with that Ash injured the one enough to where they couldn't really withstand the additional blows. Would anyone like to the refoot?
No, I'm good.
Yeah.
Every time, this is the third time I've rolled and got 17.2, so I'm not going to bother anymore.
Gotcha. Okay, Ash.
I done more Great Weapon Masters than I did.
Did you hit with all of them?
I can only do I hit in theory hit with all of them, but I can only Great Weapon Master the first two attacks.
Okay, why did I double click on you? I need to access your set list. As now there is only one remaining, and that one is barely up.
Ilyana holds to
Okay, would you like what will very likely be the finishing blow?
No, I'm not going to be that guy. Um, I'm going to loot.
Gonna loot? Okay.
I'm going to
Uh,
loot.
okay, given there's one person left, I will generate the loot in a moment.
All right. Yeah, you go ahead and I'll say, like you said, no, it's not that often that you get to punch people to death. So, I mean, go for it. I'm gonna say, I already see you guys. I'm gonna say, I already see you got him in a full Nelson, and I'm gonna say you got like three guys in a full Nelson, and Ash is shanking them to death. So I'm like, I don't think I'm needed here. My lawful good won't allow me to do that. I'll say unless Ash is like, hey, Kyoki, come join in on the phone. We're stabbing this guy who's helpless. I'm like, as fun as that would have been for me a few years ago, I don't think I can do that sort of thing anymore.
Okay. The illustrating one lets out a mind blast, requiring an intelligence save for everyone that cone is touching. It's like, oh, if I can't hit you with my little slicey bits, I'm gonna hit you with mind power. Though, I think everyone is within the protection aura. So for everyone for everyone rolling, rolling the intelligence save, they get a +5.
So you said an intelligence saving throw?
Yep, due to mind blast. But since you're within the protection aura, it gets boosted by 5. But I'll be back in a
This is
moment since I need to go to the bathroom.
okay. It's going to
But
take a lot for me to fail this. Okay. Mhm.
Oh, boy, you're. By the way, dump it all over my laptop.
Okay, no, she caught it, but the remaining one in Fair's Grasp emitted a mind beam. That was enough to catch everyone. So I'll need a intelligence saving.
I made
My
mine.
health resistance is not applying.
Yeah, it's not a charm effect. Right? Shaking.
Roll for Leona too, or just me?
Just you. Hmm.
2 makes it, and the 9 doesn't.
Do you remember the +5 for being near Fair?
I did not,
Yeah.
so that becomes 27 and 14.
Okay. DC is that okay. Okay, the only one who did not make it is your 9 +5 there.
Okay, so
This is save versus all, so
Who had 9+5?
the 9 rolls was a total of 14 with the +5, yes.
I mean, who was that?
That is my familiar.
Ah, no.
familiar is unless immune to it, also stuck.
I see that. It is not, so my left hand just randomly goes limp.
Your familiar is your arm.
And repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns.
Your familiar is an arm.
Oh no, is it? Nope, nobody's asked him about that. Happened before.
Oh God! I'm about to say, Kyoki's gonna look. He's gonna look. He was like, he's like, Ash, are you okay? Are you suffering from wanker's cramp?
And it kind of shakes it out like it went to sleep. It's like, not that I'm aware of, but okay. Freaking.
It was like, quick, we need you over here. He's suffering from wanker's cramp. You're the only woman here right now. We need you to fix this.
Yeah. With
You're a
some
druid, so you're all about home remedies.
with the last few shings and thwacks, The last opponent goes down. Combat is ended. So yeah, we can assume that you recover from your winkers.
That's the few times. Oh, it starts moving again. Okay, there we go.
Kyoki's gonna ask, he was like, is your arm okay? Did your arm fail the save roll?
I don't know a saving throw, but yes, my hand seemed to have gotten stunned.
Kyoki's gonna kind of look at him, look at the armor, look at him. Are you like a series of animals in an armored suit?
No, I am not 3 kobolds in a trench coat.
I was gonna just say 5 raccoons in a outfit, but okay.
He's gonna sigh for a minute, and it's like, okay, fine. And he'll pull off the glove of his left hand, and you can see that the hand, while it does match his skin tone, it seems to be it's got a certain pallor to it, like the blood flow is not quite right. And you can also see that at his wrist, there appears to be a like a metal cuff that the hand is connected into. And as he's showing that, the hand
Oh,
like does a full 360 and then waves at you.
I feel better about myself now. Thank you.
Like, yeah, something happened a while back, and I lost my hand. It got reanimated, and then I had to and then I ended up having to do some bullshit to reattach it. But it's alive now.
This is not
Nice.
evil.
It depends on the day.
Hello. Hello there. What is your name?
Not feeling very
Mister?
original. I just called him Lefty.
Ah.
It
Can it
just kind of
talk?
signs at you like hi.
So you don't control it anymore?
I can give it directions, but technically it has a mind of its own.
Hmm. That's your dominant hand.
No, no, I'm right-handed.
Uh,
How does no, but it's like that shit. Okay, just
Mase, gonna
real.
kind of look at him I guess this is a perfect time to get to know some more about you as we walk. So, is that the hand that you carry grocery bags in? Does it
I
get
mean,
angry at you?
usually I carry them in both hands, so yes. It's definitely gotten angry with me before. I have gotten punched by my own hand.
Do you
Hmm.
arm wrestle with that hand?
I mean, I have to detach it to do that, but yes, I can do that.
No, I mean, do you use that arm? Do you use that hand to arm wrestle with others?
I have on occasion.
Hmm.
Hmm. Can you see through the hand?
After a fashion.
I mean, like if it detaches, can you see
Yeah,
through the hand?
it at the moment it behaves like kind of like a wizard's familiar. I can pop it off. It can go off and do things. I can see through it. Well, see with air quotes because obviously it doesn't have eyes, but it can still sense its surroundings. And very
Huh.
handy against invisible opponents.
Well, that actually explains a lot,
Yeah,
given some of the things we countered. I was kind of thinking. I imagine if you used it as a remote scout back before you were within a group.
I've done that. I did that back in Saltmarsh when we were in the Aswagan cave. I sent it ahead of us.
Oh, okay. Oh, hmm. Um, The dwarf woman is making comments.
Does anybody speak Dwarvish or have a spell to fake it? Or
I can. Let's see.
you speak Common, ma'am?
Um,
Nope, I don't speak it. But I can get the gist of what they're saying. So I can understand what they're saying, but I can't. But I can't tell what they're saying word for word. But I can understand what they're getting at. I can understand general messages.
I tossed you a coin, but I'm afraid I left my coins in my other pants.
Oh, good. No, no. Ileana already broke the chain, so yeah, she's already untied. So, who are you?
Not as fancy as you, it appears.
Can't call fancy very often.
It's one of those weird things that it has like an alphanumeric thing and then the page number next to it. 20, 21. Copied the list.
As I recall, when we searched these guys in the past, they just had like junk metal and shit on them. They haven't had anything worthwhile.
They have had. I've had junk mail. These particular ones may have. Some of them may have some more. So guess who she was? Um, I'm Wildred. Ran ran uh the jewelry ran one of the jewelry shops in the Curio.
It's just okay. So, is that on the list of missing persons? I
Yes.
presume. Why they want a jeweler? They don't
Uh,
seem like the type to be in for accessories.
I like to think I'm really good at what I do.
Well, that does fit the MO of people they've been taking, but presumably they took you for a reason. Were they making you do anything down here? Or?
That's it. They were wanting information for information from me about um others that others that I may know and the general the layout and s- um strategy of Far Hollow, but there, um There seemed to be a bit more to it than that when I was in the cell with the others. Um, some of them seemed to think uh, that they'd be um, forced to forced to join these. Don't don't quite know how some of the others may.
Lead us to where the others are being held?
Um, I think this is
Yeah, I mean, not a new problem for you.
you ever doing one of those things where it's loading each layer at a time? We needed to flatten their. Two levels down.
Playing tour guide for a rescue operation.
It's all really simple. There's just a singular lift that goes up and down.
Oh, well then.
Unless you want to see if the pipes can do anything.
Not if I'm being given a choice. And now there's a couple more doors we can check on this level before proceeding.
I'd really much prefer to get out of here.
I can appreciate that. Um, we've cleared the way back to the lift, and we cleared the previous floor. If you want to, there was a basin room at the top of the lift. If you want to wait for us there,
That sounds like a good idea.
I can appreciate why you leave, but since we're here to rescue people, we probably should get other people. In theory, reinforcements are coming, so they may be able to meet you there
Oh, terrific.
if you feel safe waiting up there on your own versus sticking with us. Anything else you think we need to know about who or what we're dealing with, or about this place that we need to be aware of?
General. Uh, Yeah, there was a tall folk that that's been questioned a couple of times and has a theory as to um why some of us why we were taken.
Theory is
That whatever it is they do that can make captives work for them. Uh, they require a certain amount of intelligence.
They're heading off to go find other people.
I am making sure I pull. There we go.
assuming she's told us everything. Yeah.
Oh, when I if I find these reinforcements you were talking about, I'll make sure to tell them that we might have some kind of attack in our on our upcoming attack on our hands. Um, though what I'd be asking if I were you is if they've been here for as long as they appear to have been, why now?
That's a very good question.
Um, can do. She well, she make the comment of coin in the in another pair of pants. She is seemingly wearing. She's wearing what is allegedly the same clothing that she was captured with. Just any items have been removed from. Bright spots. Um, which room would you guys like to go through next? If you're sure that.
Okay, nothing on patting the guys down.
Oh, right. Thank you.
They were finally looting people. Let us loot people.
Can't actually loot people. We just have to have the appearance of looting people. Okay. Um, Review. I hope you guys have the carrying capacity for.
Do we need 70 pounds of steel?
For all this metal.
Why don't we?
I mean, I guess you could use it for patching. You could try to get metal banding around the ship.
I was gonna say the Sea Ghost just became an ironclad.
So last I checked, you were like, "Hey, we need metal to fix shit on the ship." So
Maybe we can give people metal now instead of chickens.
Yeah. Do you guys have
I mean,
enough
these
bag of
are-
holding space for this?
I don't know. That's up to the core master if we have enough bag of holding space.
I do. Yeah.
Okay.
We're pushing it, but it was like we can do it.
Well, if worst case, we find something more valuable than the steel, and trade it out. As I recall, these doors go floor to ceiling. There's not like gapping underneath. Okay. So I can't blind sight through the wall. So I guess I'll just have to open. I will get Farron to at least crack the door a little bit so I can get kind of get my left hand's fingers around so his blind sight can sweep the room. I just need a finger gap.
Is it the room you were in? You were skirmishing to earlier.
It was room 5.
Yeah. Isn't it? Oh no, you're.
I know it's in.
Okay, you're in.
I was
that's
knocking to room
6.
5. You told me what that was. That was like a
Right.
holding cell
Yeah.
or something.
No, room 5. I said it was not a holding.
Okay.
Room 6 is where you're at. Okay.
Okay, what was room 5 then?
Room 5 appears to be some form of study.
Okay, so that might be worth looking at in a minute, but let's check 6 first.
6.
Since I'm here.
Um, 2 simple holding cages and a waste pipe. Large enough for a small creature.
Okay, so 6 is the holding cell. Is there anything in here?
No, aside from the material of the cages themselves,
Okay.
and
So nothing in
pipe.
the holding cages or anything. Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess let's check 5. Maybe they got some clue what the hell this is all about in there.
If you're wanting to kind of look through the room, you can make a investigation roll. Yoki, is there anything that you're while he's doing this? Though I suppose retrieving the steel would probably be a little time consuming.
Yeah, 70 pounds of steel. I'm not exactly the strongest person, so
That's what blades are for.
Hmm?
That's what blades are for.
I mean, they have they have a carrying capacity too. I'm assuming. I'll say shit. Shit, they had a problem trying to pick me up, so I was like,
Okay. Um. Or you find a number of items uh, which, the closest you can reckon, appear to be some form of some form of information recorder that these although it's not so much a book as it is a psychic based thing. That being said, as there are still drawers and stuff in this room, find um you do find parchment roll that's been kind of this unfurled to show as the bends it shows the curves in the paper when the parchment when it was rolled when it was originally rolled up. Um, the language is not what the parchment was.
I will toss the recording device to Farron. Like, okay, these guys seem to be into a little bit of artifice, but also a little bit of psi, which is, I think you have more experience in that than I do. So, can you figure that out while I try to figure this one out?
Sure.
I'm gonna comprehend language. Oh wait, I don't have to comprehend language. Yogi,
yes.
I need your special reading skills.
Demon eyes. Gotcha.
Does
I
Yoki
need to borrow your wife's eyes.
put on reading glasses when even though he doesn't need them to read other languages?
His brain is fixed.
That's the excuse I'm gonna use. Yeah. Put on pair of glasses. Use it as an excuse as well. I can read any language.
Yeah. Now, if I remember correctly, this language, it doesn't tell you what the language is, you can just read it.
Yeah, he can just read any written language.
Okay. Out of curiosity, what languages do you know?
Abyssal, Common, Draconic, Infernal. Yoken.
Okay. You find that you actually recognize the language.
Yeah, I don't even. Boo. I want. God damn it.
Curiosity, what language is
I put on my glasses.
Bitch, I can read it already.
Oh,
you said as well.
I didn't realize you knew Draconic. Oh shit, this is a common Yoki. Oh wait, what was that?
No, fuck.
I'm like, I'm from Drakengard. Of course I can read Draconic. What the fuck? It's beating into us.
Get you all excited, like, oh, I can read this already.
I'm trying teamwork and shit. It's like, nah, you can read that shit. It's like, god damn it.
Yeah, I like how he was like, hey, I need your help to read this. What are you talking about? Can't you read this? Shit, I can't read this. Fuck.
Look, I'm trying to make you feel useful, man.
It's using the big words. I know the small words like kill and bastard.
I speak Lower East Draconic. I need Upper North Side Draconic.
On the side of the trash Draconic.
See, the GM fucked up Draconic.
I just said it wasn't a god.
You know, like, what language you speak? Now you're going to ask now. You can't read it.
Assume that in these parties, someone always speaks Draconic. I feel like 9 times out of 10, the majority of the party knows Draconic, almost more than they know Common.
Draconic seems to be one of the more favorite player languages. In this case, it also happens to be that the only 2 players who showed up are the ones with backgrounds where they were from the Drakengard.
And even people who have no intention or have never dealt with dragons somehow know Draconic. It was like,
Well, in a lot of settings, Draconic is the language of magic, so if you know spellcasting, you probably can read, most people have Draconic for that.
fair.
Well, this draconic parchment. So to bury the lead. um, um, our times and a sketch of Far Hollow with indications of attack points. This also appears to be like, a like page 5 of a document kind of thing. If I could get an investigation roll from Kyoki.
Okay. Investigation?
That's what he
Yes,
said.
please. Okay. Those times correspond roughly to the troll siege.
Guys are tied to the troll mess.
Excuse me.
Yeah. It looks like the entire troll assault, according to this anyway, was essentially meant to be a large distraction for these guys. Because that's what this page is implying. Now, something like the troll attack would provide certainly enough of a disarray to probably allow people to be snagged without necessarily being as immediately noticed.
Mm.
And if they are snagged, it would be, just, oh, maybe the trolls got them. In terms of, there's like kind of rationalizing these plans. There's also a projected there's also a projected casualty, which wasn't that high, mainly thanks to your guys' intervention of taking out some of the big hitters and convincing the lead person to call off the attack.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any questions about the page that I may be able to answer with your investigation? Again, it seems to primarily be the times strike plans and projections.
Any times that haven't already come? Like, are there future attacks we might want to give a heads up on? Or
There is a a faded piece of the page that has a a timestamp and oh, sorry, it does have time.
yeah, we got clocks.
Yeah.
That would be an hour from now. Though this time doesn't have a corresponding sketch.
Mm-hmm.
This particular page is not signed by any particular individual. Possibly due to anonymity, but more likely because this is, a page out of a bundle of.
Based on that, take a moment to use the telegram spell again to send the bit of information. On ahead. Governor that we spoke to.
Lord Daggett.
Yeah, Lord Daggett. But anybody who's not reinforcing us can be perhaps just in case the talks go sideways. Like, hey, heads up, possible incoming attack, based on timetable we found at such and such time. They seem to want to speak in good faith, but just in case this was their original timetable before we intervened, and be aware.
Aaron will speak up. I was able to get some stuff from this thing.
Okay.
Looks like what I was able to see here. These people, um, um, long ago, originally were from the originally were from the um republic that felt well stifled by all of the by all of the uh, um, prevalences um, of magic around them, so decided to focus on their own humanistic abilities. So they were they were uh, exiled when these studies became less moral. And well, I would say gathered here, but the implication is they've originally gathered somewhere else, and then had grown um, grown their force. I imagine then they must have moved here for the um as and as of course humans can't traditionally um to use traditional forms of magic, or I guess the non-divine forms of magic. They were they were looking into various ways. By the looks of these guys, I guess it's mechanically to even the field versus say a purple. Though I would some of the mind stuff they were doing, I think they've accomplished that already. Yeah, this is just some of their some of their history. Um, it doesn't detail how they grew their forces. I'm under the impression it wasn't through any kind of traditional route. I'm sure there's more stuff around here that'll give us a bit more detail going on. Especially because this holding must have come from somewhere. So perhaps I have a library.
I know.
At this point, probably done collecting that steel. In terms of, and of course, reading the document. Kyoki, are you just sticking with the group at the moment, or are you doing something else?
Yeah, I'm sticking with the group. That's the best thing to do. Maybe I have something to read later. Hello?
Yeah, we heard you.
Okay.
Room 3.
It looks like it is a just a kind of connective checkpoint room, 2 rooms.
I guess we're going to 7 then.
All right.
Okay. That door is locked.
Aaron?
Room 7 is locked.
Given fair and telekinesis, he'll be able to unlock. Yeah. Okay. This room is a 90-foot by 60-foot chamber. Um, hmm. uh, which has rows and rows and rows and rows of the same kind of information storage that you handed over to Farron. Um, see, uh, she I can Okay. Uh, it's this room is pretty much a labyrinth of shelves. These shelves go up to go over 12 feet in height. Um, there's a dim light providing lighting. Um, that glimmers and reflects off of these um off of these information containers. Um, at a glance, be looking at an order of thousands,
Or 1,000 what?
thousands of these information
Okay.
pieces.
Uh,
You can of course use Farron, though in theory anyone that uses detect thoughts
moment,
would be
well, Dylan and Farron are the only ones who have detect thoughts.
okay. Okay, how long are you guys wanting to stay here together?
Just do.
Um, I don't remember us being on like. I mean, I know we had Dawdle, but
I'd say we know there's
uh,
potentially an attack happening in an hour, and we know that people have been missing, and we don't know what's happening to them. So I don't think we want to necessarily like screw around for a long time. But taking a few minutes to read labels to get an idea of what the hell we're looking at, or making a check to
yeah,
figure out what the fuck we're looking at, probably is not unwarranted. Since you said there's a lot of data
okay.
containers, but it could mean anything.
There's thousands
Yeah,
of data containers.
right, which is why I just like a cursory, like see if we can find a label or if he can ping one or two of them just to go, okay, this is the type of information they seem to be storing in this room.
Okay, if you're wanting that, then Farron with you that this is essentially the Grand Library.
Okay, so this is the library they were.
It it seems to contain. Well, of course, you can't go through thousands of. From what he's able to gather, um, it it is again like the grand sum total archive
Okay,
of the group's entire set of
and you said these
information.
things are pretty tiny.
Um, they're um, they're like pipe bomb sized.
Okay, so they're small, don't weigh much. But just at a glance estimation, if we were just to do the thing where you're basically putting your arm and running along down the shelf and to try and knock them all into the bag of holding, how long would it take to clear the room to study this shit later?
Doing just the sheer amounts, I'd say 20 minutes, if unless you have something that can enhance your speed.
Longer than we probably want to take right now, but
Just because there's just a whole lot
yeah.
of them.
But now we know this is here, we can come back and learn more later.
Hmm.
Back to the elevator.
Yeah.
Whee!
Keep going down a level. You okay? Um, it looks like the elevator on the current floor is attached to a different set of zones. Um, either go down or you can investigate the other section.
Probably should check out the other section, just make sure there's no prisoners being held back there.
Um, opening the door, we've two of the same kind of helmeted guards that you took out here. They just defeated a standing guard. Behind them is a essentially you've entered a room that is an entryway to the rest of the area.
Are these the ones that don't seem to react to us, or are they the ones that start swinging when they see us?
Um, they turn their head looking at you. At this point, you're on the other side. You're on the other side of the entryway door and haven't entered the room proper yet. But unless you're invisible or something, they will notice you.
I will step into the room.
Okay. They're stepping into the room. The two of them will go and approach fight you.
Okay.
Um,
I guess we're doing this.
okay. There's only two of them, so I imagine this will.
Are we switching maps or are we sticking on this one?
They don't give me a map of this area.
It's just too tiny to have a map.
Oh, that does. I guess new initiative though. Again, I imagine it's going to be very quick.
Son of a fuck.
Hey, it looks like Ilion has initiative.
Guess she'll dodge.
Silky, the quickest blade in the um
Just
central Ladrina.
All right. I'm not missing any health, so let's be an asshole.
Okay, which one were you attacking?
I'll attack this one.
Yep. You move in quicker than they can react. Almost blooding it in a single strike. But you only have one attack, don't you?
Yep. Unless someone's flanking them, I only have one. That's why I'm like, yeah, not as impressive as it seems, unless I prep to do stuff to get more attacks.
Baron will limit
As much because I'm already advantage, but thank you.
get enough.
Right. I can't generate something. 3 attacks apiece, man. Please. 1 through 3 to the up to the 1 through 3 to the lower one, 4 through 6 to the up.
Okay. Well, with your first 2 attacks, that'll be enough to take out the lower one. And your next 2 attacks will be enough to finish off the upper one.
Yeah.
Again, not very not very threatening. There is guards.
They're threatening to the level of party that this adventure is designed for.
By the way, 10 pounds of steel.
Yay!
Yeah, Baron, if you would kindly.
Sure.
I don't know if there's anything in that library about why these guys don't believe in jobs like everybody else. So I guess if you're a high supremacist culture, that your way of sticking it to the man is to get rid of doorknobs.
Yeah. Okay.
Helps with my superior mind powers.
In the area. This area houses a series of enormous glass tubes filled with a grill. There's something floating in each of these tubes. Whatever is floating in there, silhouette doesn't appear to be moving or in terms of like any kind of wakeful state. Tubes are the well, thanks for the description there. It's connected to a system of tubes.
This tube is connected to other tubes.
And tanks, filters. It looks like very like advanced alchemical, um, kind of stuff. Um, there's a dull hum.
And this is the Arcana investigation. I'm proficient in alchemist supplies.
Uh,
Just to like do a walk around, try to figure out what the fuck we're looking at with all this.
if you are proficient in alchemy supplies, can make me a alchemical
That you crit on. No, I'm gonna drop some speedy search just to get this done quick.
Okay. Okay, 28. Okay.
Pointless crits.
Um, these are transgenesis tanks. Um, it looks like that the Aiden ever um whatever what's his- um remember how the other people were kind of trying to like being really roided. Um, this is a part of that process, and allegedly like maybe some alchemical conditioning. Um, things of things of that nature.
Green fluid, stupid things on their heads. These guys are doing venom? Is that why they only speak with telepathy? Because they sound stupid otherwise?
You know not what think are.
We do the big brain.
Roby. We do the big brain. Vengeance will be mine for the pasta maker.
Yeah. Amongst other things, these chemicals are also like superroids to promote and develop muscle mass. Probably a couple other things that you won't be able to determine unless you actually get a sample to analyze.
There, I could stick it or something where I get a sample to study later.
There are actually a couple of helmet guys in here, but they're focused on the equipment. Yes. But to answer your question, um,
I probably will if I start fucking with valves.
there there is like that you can like open up to get some of the flow from. Excuse me. But the beings of this group monitoring the equipment will very likely notice that.
And these are the ones that actually do react, as opposed to the ones we saw in the a while back that seem to be unreactive to anything we do.
Two of them are the ones that didn't seem to react to you guys. One of them, one of them, however, is.
Okay.
So there's three of them. One is the more initiative of the other.
All right, in which case I will back out of the room for now.
Okay. Are you want to do any other kind of looking about? Because I just read off what immediately hits you.
I'll do a more thorough look around before I back out.
Okay. Can I get either a perception or?
Well, clearly I'm going to roll investigation because I get permanent advantage to that from my race.
I can imagine that for life.
Yay, more speedy. That is a 27.
Right. Um, amongst some doors to go to some other locations, there is also a stairwell as opposed to the lift.
We like stairs.
Stairs are full.
Alright. Oh, no, like stairs. I guess we take stairs.
Yeah. Okay. Um, descending the stairs is a simple. It will in So it leads into a chamber, which has a drain in the center of the floor, a number of is there's also an attached, a room that more directly connected to chamber. There's goop on the there's I say there's goop. There's liquid on the water and the dribbling down. Of moistness.
Is this a train
Oh,
room?
this is disgusting.
Um, Looking around, it hoses and everything. Um, they seem reminiscent of like clipper hoses.
Hmm.
Use more modern vernacular. Um, they're the kind of fire hoses that you guys would see in like a in like one of those decontamination areas where they spray you down and such. It's one of those rooms. It's a decon room.
Like how the mission has it listed, but they don't have a map for it.
There's a clear and adjacent room. There's also um, there's also signs of like semi recent use. You guys can investigate here if you like, or you can move on to recent room.
Um,
Hmm.
just seems to be a drain room.
Yeah, it seems to be a decon room.
Yeah, so I think I'll just move on to the next.
You said it's a decom room, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does it look like anything's in it?
Um, Now the decon room just seems to be there's no one in it at the moment. It does look frequently used, but no one's in it at the
Okay.
Feel free. The next room does actually have a few things in it. There's a map to switch to. I just character. Or is it slippery? So
Half expecting him to say lava.
the ultimate cleaner.
Oops, I goofed. Wanted something to drink, so I put it in the freezer.
Mm.
You got it in the freezer 3 hours ago. Now it's a block of ice.
Hey, map is switched.
Came in the back door.
Yeah, you see where, yeah. Again, you guys are going in reverse here.
At least we're consistent.
What the fuck is the front door?
Cell 12 is in. Cell 12 is going to be y'all's cell.
If David wants us to go through the front, then maybe he should make a mission that says that we should go through the back. Follow me in the back and the front.
So I see 0
feel
dudes
like-
in front of us.
Zero, as you all know from our D10s, represents a 10.
All right, laundry's good to go. I just gotta sit back. Wait. Just drink defrost.
Boom of that. Or, think that has 10 people in there. that appears to be some sort of um appears to be uh, definitely a kind almost kind of maybe processing or pre-processing area. There is a roughly egg-shaped metallic object, approximately 2 feet long, that sits on a steel table. Same kind of gear technological schema that the rest of these seem to be using. Um, One side features markings and latches, but no discernible lock. Probably much like their doors. Um, you see the same cut. It's sitting in this cage is the um has the same kind of information device that was in the Grand Library study.
Oh, okay. We are going to. All right. Oof. Do we take the literature here?
I figured we come back for it just because, it's going to take longer to collect it than we have time for right this minute.
Fair.
Um, are you stealthing? Or...
No, I'm swinging.
Okay.
These guys have been decidedly
Well,
hostile since we came in here, so I do not.
No, no, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm more pointing out the fact that there's 10 of them. So, oh, so we're going.
it's like
Oh,
there's 10 of
that's a threat level there. Okay.
Right, that's why I don't want to
it's
catch them
like
by
there's 10
surprise,
of
so
them.
there'll be less of them by the time they actually get a turn.
He's like, there's 10 of them. You should have brought more. Ah!
Yeah.
I just added that one.
Oh, sorry.
Gonna get my proper initiative back. I'm trying. I'm too high. Let me delete him, and then it won't count then, right?
Totally. That's totally how that works. Okay. Are you for real? I don't want to do this.
Wait, what?
I would have thought. I would have thought it would have been enough. I was mistaken. You beat the group's total hit points by 9.
So, Great Weapon Master did it. Okay.
China was a challenge of Final Fantasy. Not here.
Again, it's Great Weapon Master, apparently.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Y'all remember Claymore, where you just put the hand on the back and everything just explodes?
Been a while, but
Jesus.
yes.
It was Super Mode tonight. It's Great Weapon Master. Okay.
Here comes Steve. A little messy, but clear.
Anything of import on the data crystal.
Um, Aaron will read it. Hmm. Looks be the that looks to be the records of a prisoner. He's an older prisoner.
Anybody we know?
No, it's not on the list.
Anything of import jump out?
Um, Secret Societies?
No, so possibly, yeah. Out of that one. This door again?
Yeah.
Come down. There's 1A.
I will classify your clamoring of them as silent. Jeez. 1A is a guard area, so I assume you'll be at the door for a moment. There we go. Yep. Let's see. Consider changes include platform that where it says 1A that rises 10 feet above the ground. It uh, it's the raised platform area is enclosed in glass. Here's a monitoring something on the self. There's groups of here, kind of they look to be on standby, if to respond directive of the person in the glass.
All right, Kyoki, how do you want to do this? This
Taking,
the
I'm
dude
about
in
to
the
say
left?
taking care of. Hello?
This is the
Okay, so he's not on the map, not visible.
You said not you said he's not said last guy's not visible?
map isn't corresponding.
There's
Oh,
supposed to be
okay.
a guy there that we're not seeing.
Yeah,
Wrong layer.
nope, right layer. I'm even pinging.
I see the ping. I just don't see the token.
It's token that's up there is slightly north and to the right.
Okay, so that guy there is the dude who's supposed to be inside.
Is the dude up here in the glass.
Okay.
And we can see him?
We can.
I'm about to say we.
The map isn't syncing.
Yeah, that's I'm saying I was like we as characters can see him. Okay, cool. All right, so as long as the characters can see him. All right.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's not the first time we've had
We
that
need to
happen.
question him. We need to question him, don't we? Is he in a different layer?
No.
You should be able to see him now.
Can you see him, Kristen?
See the guy I moved?
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, we saw him the whole time. He was just in the wrong square.
No, he was in the
Okay.
right square for me, wrong square for you.
That's what I mean.
Okay.
Oh no, he's not supposed to be right there.
Supposed to be right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, where I moved him to. Yeah.
Okay. So we.
Those do seem to be the overseer or Noe types, so we probably ought to interrogate him, yeah.
Keep them alive. I guess we gotta figure out how squishy they are.
Well, based on what just happened in this room here, they're a lot squishier than I give them credit for.
Okay. Well then, I'll say attack. I'll say attack to stun.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I vote for.
Works for me. So I guess we just again go in and start swinging.
Assuming they're not trying to actually have a conversation. So
They haven't tried to so far, aside from posture their superiority or whatever.
yeah.
I'd say the only one that really tried to talk at you was the person from upstairs I was doing. The one in the center is inside of an enclosed glass area. That's 10 feet up.
So we will figure that out.
Emily.
Oh, 1 second. Uh, 16.2.
Okay, Ash, let's see if you can just eliminate the entire room again.
I can do it again. I feel like the character needs to be tired.
Oh, I mean, maybe they must have like. There have been times where we had our asses handed to us. I mean, these are these are nerds, I guess. Now, if David's like, "Oh, hey, here's the boss," and you just basically just ran through him, then yeah, I'd be like, "Oh, that's a problem."
Maybe there's enough space between everyone that you can't tag all of them.
Then you just run around stabbing people. Then, so, oh, I can't reach you. Yeah.
All right.
Doesn't
5
his
feet.
weapon have space? I'm like, I'm about to say, doesn't his weapon have range?
I have a ranged weapon. My sword doesn't.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that first attack will, in theory, hit and move that guy 5 feet
Which are
towards the group at the bottom left.
so this is
All 5 attacks are to him. Or that group, right?
the blue is just for me. There's only one left. As you uh, through nearly all of them. I think Ash believes he's in Witcher 3.
I mean, yeah.
Liliana, would you like to heal them to give him more of a challenge?
That might make it more of a fair fight, but
Hiliana's over here acting like Unohana. I learned how to heal people so I can make the fights last longer. Oh, you thought I healed people out of the goodness of my heart? No, they just died too quickly, so I just had to figure out a way to resurrect people.
yeah, she's going to spend a point to disengage as a bonus,
Okay.
allowing her to turn into water.
Okay.
And I don't know if there's like a pipe or a seam or a conduit she could water through to get into that glass area. Okay.
It'll be like a drain in a tree.
Okay, so go up there. And as she is reforming T1000 style, as her arms are reforming, she does a couple, kung fu movements before moving to press into the dude in the tank in an attempt to hit him with dimensional shove.
Okay.
To make a potentially shoving him 30 feet via teleport, assuming he fails his wisdom save.
These are smart, not what? Oh.
You were saying?
I stand corrected.
No save is a 20
Oh, okay.
because of her Yaito. He is shoved 30 feet via teleport. He's going to drop him in that square between Farron and Kyoki. In theory, he now can't see his minions, and they are set up to fuck him up.
Okay.
Now, in a jar. Or a bottle. Yep. Can't hurt the healer in there.
Yeah, I'm a test tube now.
Hey, water girl.
There's equipment here. But so moment to
Let's see.
yeah. Okay. Yoki, a new challenger has appeared.
Where?
In front of you.
Oh, this guy?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's the
shit.
boss dude.
Oh.
That was the
That's
dude who was
what?
in the glass container.
Oh. Well then. Oh.
Ileana sent him to you.
Pacifism.
Yeah,
You didn't hurt him. And we said we need to get him out of there. She got him out of there.
I just set him up to be murdered. All right. Well, technically. All right. Now that he's, now that anyone that happens to be near me, I guess it's time for me to take my 2 attacks. So I don't know how strong he is, but I guess we're gonna find out. 2 strikes. 23. 2. No stun points. And oh my god, I got stun points. Aha. The weather in the Middle East must be in my favor.
Fortune wins.
Attack.
Lightning attack.
Yep. That's um, 12, 24, 33 piercing, and 10 necrotic.
As you fell three of them and injured a fourth. Did it for you.
I'll take the dodge action.
Ah! Once. So Okay, Farron comes in with a series of sword slashes and punches and kicks. Taking down a number more until they're 4. As they're just surprisingly ah! Okay, the one in front of you have that power that I thought he had. Will attack you with the circular saw.
He'll just arrow it out of the way as it kind of deflects off the breastplate. With the cauldron of the breastplate. A little bit more carbon scoring.
As groups surround you.
Target rich environment.
So then I started slashing. I want to pile up into one super being.
They actually need. Or else, yes, I would. Actually, yep, they.
I impeded their ability to be useful by having Ileana shove the guy into the next room. My plan was great. All according to Keikaku.
So 1 and
Only 21 is 1. 28 definitely hit. So what Ash will do is Sub-Zero. At first level to generate some extra points. Not a lot. A layer of 10 hit. Attack is reduced by 1d8 plus your scope. Yes. Okay.
okay, ready for the damage?
Yep. That both 28s? Or was that advantage or something?
It was advantage.
Okay. 50 damage off of that between the ice and the armor. The shield shatters, dealing the amount of block damage as cold damage to the attacking creature. So they take 10 colds from the ice shield shattering.
Oh, all it takes is like swarming group tactics.
I've gotten hit before, just usually takes some effort.
Yeah. I realize, like other fights I've done, a lot of these are just like swarmed of lower level things.
Mm-hmm.
So, at least for the moment.
Waves of Frieza soldiers.
Okay. Okay. Let's see, Tomoroka. Yoki, okay.
Yeah. Well then. All right.
I see. Wow, this is gonna suck. Oh wow, or not. Damn.
Okay, that was the thing.
Attempt to stab you. I believe you did not. You did not riposte. Not clear.
No, I wasn't going to anyway. Figure I need it for something else.
Will fall back to this way. Like to make an attack.
Oh, he's running to go. Oh, yeah, fuck that guy. You get to run. You think you're gonna go back and help people? Can't have that shit. $27 and still no fucking stun points. How the fuck do I roll that high with no stun points? $14 piercing, 3 necrotic.
To full as he's moving past. Baron will grab them. Here.
Put him in a headlock. It's kind of funny.
Where you going?
Fuck you think you're going, motherfucker? Get your ass back here.
Anyone like the refund? With the bad guys like the refund.
I don't know, do they?
Chance. You could. Numbers could occur. Well, those are certainly numbers. Yep. No numbers. Got some points.
Wow.
Ileana. The two.
I guess she's taking action. Figure out what buttons do.
You can make me chase check. Okay. Oh, not bad.
These buttons.
You mess around with the Ileana messed around with the apparatus for a little bit. She is able to find that through a series of laboratories and mirrors, it can see cells.
The oldie security cameras. Guys, I think it's some kind of observation system, but I'm not sure. Because it seems to rely on mirrors, and those don't work for me.
Trying mirror.
Okay, not actual mirror.
No, I'm joking.
Okay.
I'm joking about calling them scrying members. It's like, what are these? What are these mirrors? Can't we just scry?
Oh, I guess help.
Yoki.
Wait,
I guess you could
one
go help
moment.
her, or you could continue bashing on these guys, which apparently again 10 isn't. In her searches, could she
Wait a sec,
find like the lever
wait a
that
sec.
opens the door or whatever you're supposed to use to get in here, or was that not part of
So
the role to figure out what the devices do?
You're trying to figure out the equipment in general. Yeah, you'll be able to find out.
Okay, so she will open, assuming she can use her item interaction or whatever to open the door for whoever would be coming up to help her.
Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. We'll shuffle around them. One moment. I'm going to take. I'm
Still
going to take
destabilize your
two.
combat.
Yep, I'm going to take 2 swings.
Kyoki's now within 5 feet of me.
4. That's not anything.
Whom are you targeting?
It's 25 and 25. I will take the. Oh my god! Yes, the 25 actually has a 6. Oh, okay, I will take the blue 25. Oh my fucking god! Finally. Okay. The 11 piercing, 6 necrotic is to this one.
See this one. I don't see a ping.
No, sorry.
Yeah, the main one.
So the one that you're headlocking or whatever. The one that Farron was, grabbed before he could finish running. I'm going to take a swipe at this one right here with the 25.
Okay.
And I am going to use some stunt points to do something fun and use dual strike.
I'd hit them both.
Yep, I'm going to hit this one, and this one's adjacent to me, so I'm going to hit this one too over here.
Cool.
And I think I still have 2 other stunt points left, so
Yeah, the blue dots, by the way, are just so I can keep track of what the original total is for when I calculate experience. The red is still what the red is usually.
I guess I'll go into a defensive stance.
Yeah. Okay.
One. God damn! What the fuck?
One falls right there. This one was able to take the hit, though got damaged.
Does that say 50? Does that say 55 of them?
The blue 5s are for me, so I know what the original totals are when I calculate experience. The red numerals are what you should be concerned with.
Okay.
It's like red is how many are still.
The only other way without doing that with the original 10 is that you play more of them, so I can just put. Okay. Oh, that's right. They rolled super low. Okay. Ash.
Okay, since Kyoki's moved there. 5 foot step.
That is 10 feet up. Like it's
Well,
a platform that raises.
I see stairs or something. It looks like it might be a stair icon or something on there.
Oh, is that right on your corner?
Yeah.
I know there's one right over here.
One right there.
Well, then, okay, yeah, you can.
So I was going to back up the stairs a little bit.
You can ascend that. Yeah, sure. I didn't realize that was there.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
As he does that, he pulls something from his belt, goes down, kind of like the Halo drop shield, clicking it as a small shockwave erupts from him. I'm going to use the 6 stunt points I generated on my initiative to free action cast or clap as a short range shockwave.
Does it say dexterity save?
Con save, actually.
Hey, they're good at con. See that?
Take 19 damage. All of the adjacent ones, so all of them.
Okay, one falls from each.
And I started swinging.
That's right. Which one are you going
Okay, the
first?
the first one is 21 is a dual attack, so that hits both groups. After that, the first two are to the group of 4, and the second two are to the group of. And that first 21 goes to both. And just to make the life interesting, I'm using the skirmish to merge to move them together into one group.
Oh, that's interesting.
The idea is that he's like using the the quillions and stuff to like hook legs and stuff to kind of pull them together so they're in the same square. So mechanically they become one group, but the idea is he's moving them all so they're all jumbled up into each other.
I, I think you guys are going to get a lot of experience by the end of this adventure. Okay.
We get a group of 0 now. Yeah, that was two groups of 5 that became one.
I have properly recorded the numbers, so
Okay.
I can make.
Okay.
They're in.
Got one guy left, Farron. You can do this.
Um. Um. The final headlock.
Remember to choke him out, right? Not choke him out.
It's the final head. Where's the KO on this thing? I could have sworn this was one that had KO on it. There it is. Well, I can only have these guys operate a certain way. So, upside, you did what they were getting commanded to do anyway, just with far less of them. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's perfectly fine.
Polishing these fuckers.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Because there are stronger people in the structure. They're just not encountered yet.
We know these guys are scary when they do land a hit, so those line bolts, whatever they were throwing earlier.
Oh yeah, that damages you and then stuns you and causes other people to pummel you. Some of them also try to use hold person via freezing your mind. Mr. Xing you. Okay. 18 does not hit you. No one wants to refoot, right?
No, we're good.
Feeling on it?
Gonna stay put. Not really much cheat sheet.
Yoki.
Okay.
There's only one group left.
Of course. Stab, stab.
Any stun points?
Nope. Let's see, 11 piercing, 4 necrotic, 14 piercing, 6 necrotic.
Okay, that group is down.
Okay.
Right off this. Wait. Obviously, it doesn't help because there's way too much crap. But the sword's clean.
Yeah.
Guess I'll go check out these cameras and switches and shit.
Lots of tubes with mirrors. You can set them to have different tubes, mirror looking at different rooms.
I guess turn the rotary dial or whatever they've got to flip between the different rooms just to see what's around.
Is there one you're wanting to look at for? I just click go counterclockwise.
You can just go counterclockwise. That's fine.
Okay, looking over here. Kind of
Zombie cops.
Occasionally they're bumping into.
I mean, should I be rolling something? I mean, the pick is very zombie-y. Do I need to roll to confirm that is
Oh, yeah, you can make me a it's
Arcana religion?
covers
Covers the undead.
Okay. These are, as one would expect, undead. They are shaft whites. WIG
Yeah, white.
white. So they're whites, except instead of just being regular common folk, they clearly are miners.
They're minor zombies.
Which and with the way how some of the earth and stuff has clung to be in a slightly unnatural way, so they might have some earth undeadness. So you're figuring things like some form of life drain. Uh, they commonly have pickaxes that these don't. You're aware that they have the ability to make more if you happen to be killed by certain attacks. And they also have the resilience of the end. A kill shot may not be a kill shot.
Definitely going to need to take a moment to put those down so they don't become a problem later by spreading.
Right now, they're thoroughly contained.
Oh yeah, they're contained right now. I'm just saying, in the process of clearing out this facility, that we seem to be doing, those need to be, made sure to be put down so they don't, end up becoming a problem, 28 days, weeks, months, years later.
Yeah.
We had a 28 hours later.
No, but there's like a 28 years later.
Yeah.
Which I'm only curious about in so much as how you can make in that movie.
I thought they were still people. Shouldn't they have, gone by now?
28 years later, shouldn't they? Yeah, shouldn't they be? Okay. See this individual in the going counterclockwise, which is cell 8. It's a she appears to be a dwarf rather strong looking dwarf. Um, no equipment on her. Her um her clothing is kind of worn, so it basically looks like that she was hit by the decontamination material and does not given new clothes. So the clothes um and cell 10. It's individual.
Like a goblin?
Yep. Um. Looks like he's made a few like makeshift tools with some random items, but it's just not. It, there's no lock to that, at least that the goblin can reach. So I want to break out, but over until 11. And when you get
Yeah, it's under horn.
that's Veta, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, she um she is in. He doesn't have the jacket right now because that was back in the um, but she looks a bit here. Okay. Veta looks a bit beaten up and being a more recent arrival. Um, yeah, decontamination is still more clearly on her, so um she kind of looks like she's been like dipped in a lake and then placed in here. Um, so it's fun. Um,
I mean, that's mean.
but you guys are doing that stuff. So
Oh,
it's in there. Look,
Was
that's why I was
anybody's little
confused.
hog?
Um, like looks like semi-buff. And looks similar to kind of the looks similar to. Well, I'll put it this way. Think of it as a kind of weaker, less muscly version of the um people you just took down, except except um uh except without weapons, so still has like the mask without.
so they locked one of their own. What I'm hearing?
Um, maybe some sort of a young or proto version. Again, the muscle profile doesn't
Hmm.
match. Though again, there's still the mask, so some kind of one of their own. judging by the dress and stuff.
You mean the dresser?
Like when I say the dress, I mean like there's a restoration mask, but there's not the weapons.
Gotcha.
So like
Okay.
there's still hands. Well, a hand. The other cell is just straight up one of these guys. The wounded. Seems a little crazed.
I want to talk to the one that's all one.
Some more if you.
Oh, yeah, there's some more.
Okay. Be clever, then I'll be. Um. Till 17. A deceased individual. Till 18 as this person. Um. She is rather tall. Um. Where between like 6 and 7.
Oh shit.
Tall. Bulky. Not a Goliath. I she is a female Ogrun, which
People which are, kind of like a half ogre, or they have ogre stuff in their blood, which, so they're kind of like Goliaths and giants and that.
here's a male version. Here is a
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're supposed to be like ogre kin or they're straight up ogres, but yeah,
I think they have like ogre blood in them.
yeah, that's why they were kind of like Goliaths, where it's like they're descended from, but they're not direct relation. They're not like directly.
Yeah. As a more recent
So we've met them before in this town, I think. Or
yeah,
in Corvus.
I don't think wait, the people or the individual.
Ogre, the ogre.
Ogren? I believe I mentioned in Valhalla.
Okay, okay. I thought we had met them before.
Yeah, they've been around. This particular individual, but
Well, obviously.
much like Veta, being a newer arrival, she also looks like she's been like dipped in a lake. Um, no comment. Looks annoyed and kind of like maybe biting her tongue.
Is there a way of opening the doors from? You have to go do the psychic thing.
Psychic thing. Suppose. Is there anything else you'd like to investigate?
Do they have? I doubt it, given how these guys seem to be operating. But they have like speaker tubes or something where we can speak to the cells, like a PA system, something.
So there's no I
I think it's voice tubes. Right. I will direct Farron to supposedly safe cells. Which is basically all the ones except the zombies, fully roided out guy.
oh, Farron's doing that. You guys are wondering.
Plus, Kyoki has something he wants to do. Maybe help me tie up the guy that we captured. I don't know what your sleight of hand is, so I don't know if you're better at it or I am, but
No, that's wisdom based. I suck at it.
sleight of hand is dex.
Was it? I thought it was wisdom.
Sleight of
Yeah, I
hand? Why
looked at
would
it wrong.
sleight of hand be wisdom?
Oh yeah. I don't know. Sleight of. I don't know why. I've seen some things. I was like, fuck. Sleight of hand is +5.
Okay. So it sounds like it's a toss up then. I will assist you.
So advantage.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 16.
So we have tied the guy up with 6.
Tight.
Awesome.
Central chamber if we can. Who needs any kind of medical treatment?
That doesn't have any current injury. Oh, so she doesn't seem in. Kind of buff looking. Female dwarf will say, "Yeah, I could care less about getting patched up and more about getting out of here."
Oh, gonna lift back that way.
The lagoon. Well, I'm for destroying this place. I have a bit of vengeance to enact. Uh, kind of looking person with um the person listed as over there again. The one with the mask looks not quite as buff. Um, will will kind of will kind of cringe and shy away.
Close. Can we speak to them?
If you'd like, you
Better he nine plus hit die.
can. Yeah. Okay, I don't suppose that it. I don't suppose that healing comes with any mead.
Second. Spend a hit die to get cancel your skin.
Yeah, you're gonna make some good berry wine.
He's gonna take take a spend a hit die to get good berry. Put the good berry in the water skin. Push the good berry into the water skin, and use Druidcraft to ferment it. Yep.
Okay.
And and also Druidcraft does some since you do like a little flower, like a little bit of honeysuckle, so you can get like the honey into the mix it in.
Okay.
It's not professional, but close.
That's a bit above a bit above and beyond there. Ah, you are a godsend. Um, she will take a swig, um, and give a a bit of a flourishing bow and kiss Ilya's hand, like the kind of like the chivalrous,
Got a little flush purple. And let's see, that's because you did the good berries. It's 10 extra hit points.
Oh, I see that. It's the other fighter more HP. I see how it
Well,
is.
I mean, that wasn't intentional. It's just the only way I could figure out how to get something that she could ferment. Because she can't turn water into wine. That's a cleric thing.
It's a one-step process for them, a three-step
Or a
process for
wizard
you.
thing, I guess. Also, after that, she's going to go over to
I'll
the
learn.
corpse there. I don't know if it's a medicine or an investigation to figure out like how long they've been dead. I'm going to presume they didn't die of old age.
It will be a nature or medicine check. It's old enough that they have an official dimorphism that genders indeterminate.
So probably more than 10.
So best guess is
Oh yeah, probably more than 10 days. Fair guess.
I guess.
Can't help. Well, the elevator does not go. Well, no, the elevator doesn't come down here. The elevator clearly goes.
Oh, you guys took a stairwell down here. The elevator could have continued.
That's what I mean. Like, I was trying to assess what areas we had left. Okay, we got the prisoners.
You've descended into a
Yeah.
um um goblinoid. Why all you being so nice as to come down here and get us, huh? Some of us have big names here.
He said,
The
"Dude,
ogre will make a noise, and I said big names, not tall.
As my friend here will probably be more than happy to explain. We were looking into the disappearances. Ended up getting hired to look into the disappearances after the fact. Then, our local contact, Veta over there went missing, so it got personal.
I see. We're just collateral, huh?
Oh, we came down here looking for missing persons, so that includes you. You wouldn't happen to be. There was a goblin we were actually explicitly asked. Name was.
It was something like Ada.
Yeah, yeah. But you wouldn't happen to be at it, would you?
No,
Okay.
no, I'm locked.
Okay, so there's clearly still more prisoners down here still.
The one you're looking for said, looked like she's trying to get out. She did.
She did, we haven't seen her yet.
So this trying to get your over Veta. Whoever made out happened to find the rest of us. How uh how much is it for me to believe you?
I don't care if you believe me or not.
Uh um the other dwarf who's not. Are you really? Are you really trying to have these people pay you for you to believe them? If they want my help on the way out, um, Gilgru, will scan from the kind of crowd was in, and just pick up the um, goblin by the back of what's left of it, and kind of begin struggling, struggling in the air. Looks at him. Listen, we're out. It doesn't matter how we're out. And if you want to stay here, that's fine. But I have places to destroy, mainly this one, and the people to find. So you can mosey back right onto your cell if you don't want to be involved and have them do to you whatever it is they did to him. Um, making with gesturing with her head towards like kind of like the you know partial buff masked guy.
Peek over there.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
Unlike the others that look similar to him that you've encountered, who actually turn his head to react to the fact that you.
Where'd your paw go? Oh, there it is. I don't know why I couldn't see you right there.
I am ninja.
Um, the other one will say that he speak orf, however. I don't know. Oh, he can make noises, so I'm pretty sure he can speak, but which is much more than what I can say about the other friendly people we've seen here.
Baron was telekinetic, but not. No, he's telepathic.
He's both.
Okay.
Um, um, Locke, the goblin, who's still being held aloft. Well, if that's true, then maybe he's just too afraid to speak.
Baron, you want to give it a shot? See if he's.
There, there's a bit of a grating voice that emerges from the. I prefer speak over that.
Oh, you can't speak. Okay.
Just because you got down here doesn't mean there's any way to get back up.
And the lift seemed to work pretty well for going up and down.
Yeah.
If there weren't people, if there weren't weren't others there then. There will be now. Sorry, you wasted your. Just stay.
That's an awfully defeatist attitude.
Local. Yeah, I think I preferred it when I thought he couldn't speak.
Hmm.
From it didn't think holding a conversation would really matter. You're over
Yeah,
here.
I was about to say.
Sorry. They should have just summed up the guy's description by just saying "you're."
All right. Well, any of you guys,
Jeez.
we ran into somebody upstairs who was being interrogated, sent her, back, up for with reinforcements that are supposed to be coming down here. Any of the rest of you hear anything that might be useful?
Everyone here speaks common accent, right?
They seem to, yeah.
Okay, good.
Anything I'll tell you will probably be obsolete by the time you hear. The
Well,
sorry, I'm
wow.
just playing this dude. The Ogren woman will uh will speak up. So when they were trying to crack me, I was able to able to glean that there is a um that there is a excuse me um uh some kind of method, I'm guessing alchemical or magical, to um turn us into some kind of workers. That's at least what was threatened to me. Um, the Veta will comment. It's probably because you're tall and burly, like the other guards. In a lower voice, the ogre will kind of mention, "Oh, I don't have that much muscle." Compared to an average human, she does.
Those are you are not going to be combatants. Then we need to get back to the lift so you guys can get back up to the area where we're keeping the non-combatants. Problem we can do here.
Oh, sorry, I got her. She's between 7 and 8,
Okay.
even taller.
I see the people up.
Okay. We certainly do. You do have information resources here, that you can delve into.
I'll say maybe by then the guy talks fast enough to actually get us to the next thing.
When you say information resources, you mean the other prisoner?
Yeah, the other prisoners. Like Small Brain here, like as implied, he knows stuff. He doesn't think it'll be useful
Yeah.
to any other.
So we need to coax it out of him, yeah.
The others also have like different bits of information. Like the Ogren just mentioned that apparently there's some sort of
Yeah.
Since we're at the end of the session, question: Do you want me to split the XP, or because we're already mostly through this, you want to just wait next year for?
I might waiting, considering.
Okay.
Yeah, I might as well wait. I'll say doesn't make sense to split it at this point.
Oh, we've definitely gotten to a turning point here. If you guys be able to find out more, you've rescued the prisoners. Which it was so kind of weird going to the back of the book and ascending the book. Again, you guys were supposed to be in cell 12. Um, but I will say this. Because I know Ladrina is supposed to have a certain kind of tone. There are descriptions I have changed or omitted from the scenario.
Yeah. Leave it.
Because generic information devices are, shall we say, described as being a bit more Vong than my general description. More specifically, it's brain tissue in a jar. Which is why I'm just sitting there showing you this. It's an information store. It's a psychic information storage device. It could be crystal. It could be something. I'm just not officially saying it's brain tissue.
You're just using a fucking brain.
Yeah. Again, really had to adjust some of these descriptions.
Why is everyone so fucking weird?
I also had to make changes due to the fact that I've changed this group's origin. Since we've gotten past a little bit of the origin point, which you're mentioning them originally being a bunch of amoral scientists from Corvus and just becoming more immoral due to Echo Chamber. Originally, these beings are an extra dimensional force. They're not an extra dimensional force here because I've changed them, but the the campaign world they come from, they're like an extra dimensional group of psychics. Again, strike me as very Vong.
Yep.
In terms of like what they use.
I was like, we're gonna slap brain tissue together, and we're gonna use the infinite storage capacity of the human brain. I mean, makes sense.
And while I'm gonna not have this be the case, I will say this. I believe the phrase is Soylent Green.
Yeah.
While I'm excising that, and you guys haven't encountered it yet, there's a bit of that going on.
Because of course there is.
Because it's like I like the idea of like, yeah, enemy psychics. We don't encounter psychics like that very often in Ladrina. Usually it's magic people or just mechanical people. And these people seem evil enough that any adventurers would want to take them down. I just need to do appropriate editing. I did find it odd until I read the block as to why they had the whites up in cell.
Yeah. Can't get to it the moment judging from them. You can only get there from 5.
You only get there from 5.
Yeah, so we have to go out and around.
Yeah, at least want to blast through the wall. I was really halfway wondering how the prisoners are going to actually. considering the tone of the rest of it. I'm like, okay, items have been taken. Because at first I was like, wait, are they going to be like stripped and then have like control harnesses on them or some shit? It's like, no, it's not. It's not that dark. I felt like I had to put my
Looking at the map there for 1C, that their gear might even be in the room with us.
yeah, I'll need to look at. I believe you're right. Just
Yeah, so just looking at the picture, it looks like that's where they're keeping.
I feel like I had to put on my Dragon Age soft gloves.
A little bit, yeah.
But yeah, enough has changed in the origins of the main scenario. If anything, the draconic language could but actually a rather big clue as to what's as at least partially of what's going on here.
Now, we don't know the who's and the whys yet, but we have an idea of like, okay, clearly somebody who speaks Draconic, so most likely Drakengard, but not necessarily, is poking somebody with a stick to make them do things, as they do.
So, provided it's them, then what you seemingly have happening here is
like we had in Salt Marsh, another false flag takeover situation.
Yeah. Was the being in the was the small powerful being ever identified?
No.
Okay. I will keep my mouth shut and not spoil that.
Clearly, it's 3 kobolds in a trench coat.
Rico was in a trench coat.
Well, enough does have a stat block.
Really? That's funny. That's fun. Also, since I am not using this aspect of the story, I don't mind telling this. There's an entire side thing in here about how there's a schism within the psychic people. And I'm thinking to myself reading this, going, I'm glad I'm doing something different, because I don't think there'd be many players interested in taking advantage of an internal psychic schism of like, what, are you going to replace one evil guy with a more evil guy? I mean,
I feel like there's some players in that. We just don't have them.
it's like, what do you care about their internal struggle? They've captured you and clearly have plans to convert you into their minions. Potentially mindless minions. It's like, what do you care? They probably gonna kill them all anyway. No, but I'm trying to take over this guy. But you helped capture it, right? Yeah, but it doesn't mean, that you can't help me. Aside from the general concept of the enemy, I also like the idea of Valhalla. Given like the festival and like a bunch of rowdy dwarves. There's a little political stuff going on with them, but guys don't really have to get embroiled in that beyond the minimal needed to see Lord Dagon. Which, knowingly or not, you did gain favor with the faction by doing that.
Every time you say Daggett, I keep thinking, I don't know why, I keep thinking of candy. I know Daggett's not a candy because I've never fucking heard of it, but fucking hell.
It sounds like a hard candy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, like those Japanese vinegar candies?